The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Howdy, and welcome to episode 101 of ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
I'll be your deputy this evening on our tour of the internet's wackiest and whamboobliest reviews.
Pew, pew.
That was actually like a really good gunshot, Western gunshot sound effect.
Thank you.
It sounded like you hit you were shooting at a little target and it hit the metal of it just right.
Yeah. Hey, I went to Donnelly's Wild West Town as a child. I know some things.
You got the Wild West in your blood.
I do.
I remember going to Mackinac Island as a child, as many Michigan children do.
Mm-hmm.
They had a sweet green screen where you could walk in front of it, and they had a little gun and a little hat, a little colonial hat, so you could walk around in front of the green screen with all the other soldiers. That's like a pre-improv 5th grade boy's dream.
Mm-hmm.
Just stand in front of the green screen and spin a gun around like an idiot. A fake gun. If it was a real gun, maybe it was real. Well, yeah, who am I to say?
Could have been just historic. Yeah.
Could have been. I have a review to start us off here.
Start what off?
The episode of Comedy Podcast.
Based on internet reviews. That's right. Okay.
There's
it's all coming back to me.
It's easy to forget, I know. This review is for the Blu-ray 2-movie collection, 101 Dalmatians / 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yep. We went back in time to learn about what people thought about the 101 Dalmatians last episode.
Kinda.
Big episode 100. If you are interested in that, it was a banger. But I one-upped you, Matt. I had the wherewithal to save the 101 Dalmatians for this one.
I am but a fool.
Cosmic Surf has a lot to say about this, actually. As did our last reviewer. Blu-ray import version, and it works.
Huh.
They title it, "This is a 2-disc set. Each disc contains one of the movies. I don't usually bother writing reviews, because it always opens up a can of worms, and reviews can eventually become a boxing match for the righteous. I don't have time for nitpicking and nonsense. However, I wanted to write this one to help others in the US avoid any stress in case they decide to buy this Blu-ray version, as it is a UK import. Till my purchase arrived, I was unclear, because most reviews of Blu-ray import are lacking in this basic clear statement, it works. So then, I will happily repeat myself for your benefit and say that, first and foremost, it works in US Blu-ray players without a hitch. There are no PAL or NTSC issues. Also, as stated in the listing, it contains several languages, including Spanish, which the Aladdin import Blu-ray does not. The video and audio quality are what you expect from a US Disney Blu-ray release, so I won't go into detail other than to say that both are excellent. And while the magic code will not work in your US Disney Rewards account, sadly, the bottom line is there's no need for you to wait for Disney to decide that Americans are finally ready for the honor and blessing of these wonderful films. I include Aladdin in this in sarcasm, to be released domestically on Blu-ray. You can get them now. I did the same with Dumbo, when Disney kept postponing the Blu-ray release date, and when 2 years later, they finally did release domestically, I didn't even flinch. I thought I might, but I did not. I will post this review as well in the Aladdin import Blu-ray page to help anyone trying to decide if they should get that one also. If you want it, you should get that one as well. 5 stars.
Wow. For someone who doesn't engage in very much righteous boxing, that reviewer is fresh. Fresh for the fight.
Yeah,
I'm all rested up. It's been a while. Let me swing.
They take no interest in verbal sparring with other internet trolls. Very much implying that they are one too, for the record. But a little verbal sparring with Disney. Now you're talking.
That's punching up.
It absolutely is. There's nothing more up than Disney.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, Elon Musk, I guess. But Disney has... Disney captures the heart and minds of our youth in a way that Elon Musk never can or will. Elon Musk is a false up. Disney is at the top. Disney could militarize our youth at the drop of a Pixar movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a good point.
But, for all their power, apparently they can't make a Blu-ray release worth a damn.
Well, if they just don't want to.
Right.
They're lording their content over us feeble Americans.
Like Smog over so many golden treasures.
Yes, I need, give it to me, please. And Disney says, I don't think I will.
As a child, the Disney Vault was such a big thing and all.
Those commercials, man.
Mm-hmm. Every kid had a VHS tape where they talk about some other Disney movie coming out the vault, but not for long. I was like...
Yeah, it's tyranny. I mean, speaking of, how twisted is it that we have to get something from Britain, from the UK, importing that? I'm thinking like, oh, gotta get my tea, because I'm just trying to survive over here. I need my tea from Britain. I need my Disney movies.
Yeah, don't you remember the Boston 101 Dalmatians party?
Yeah, they dumped them all in the water.
All those VHS tapes. Like so many pieces of sand in the ocean.
Except they float. They're just kind of sloshing and clacking against each other in the harbor.
They just look like shiny little lily pads.
We do actually have some imported, I think it's Iron Man 1 through 3. Like, it came as a set. But it was the UK release. Like, this packaging looks funky. Let's see if it works. Oh, it does. Cool. Good. Got a deal.
Iron Man. Boy, governor, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this cave right now. I might build me a suit of iron, I will, thanks to this here doctor here. Fight the terrorists.
Yeah.
Boy, it looks like America's selling... weapons of mass destruction to the terrorists. I think I'm going to clean the chimney here with my new Iron Man gauntlet.
That's the crossover we need. It's really easy to clean chimneys when you have an Iron Man suit.
Iron Man's the classic Swiss Army knife of the Marvel Universe. He's got any sort of thing that comes his way. He's got a little thing that comes out of his arm. He's Go-Go Gadget, except cool.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Inspector Gadget, he might have a rough time sweeping a chimney. Iron Man would just laser all the dirt out of existence, deatomize it at the seams.
Lighting your fire at the same time. Oh.
Jarvis, prepare the chimney sweep protocol. Just makes a fucking laser light show down in your fireplace.
Ooh, back away, children, back away.
Bats falling to their death.
Well, that's dinner on me, folks.
I will say, to be fair, if I'm going to import a Disney movie from the UK, it has to be 101 Dalmatians, right?
Yeah.
Big Ben's in the back of some of those shots.
Yeah. Plus 101 Dalmatians 2, you gotta have it.
I mean, it is his London adventure.
Oh,
But Aladdin from the UK, Iron Man from the UK, unless he's sweeping chimneys. British people hate bread stealers. That's a little known fact. A little known stereotype. Do you have a review?
I do. I have an Amazon review for Crocs, women, classic, mule play, blah, 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 blah. These are Crocs, the classic ugly Crocs.
The classic crocodiles for your
Crocodiles. This is a review from WEU. There is no title to this review.
feet. Thank you.
And I am happy about it. Let me read what they wrote. WEU writes, I have a pair of Crocs I bought at Dick's and wore them to and around Maui, Hawaii. The bottoms were very smooth and comfortable, but for some reason one of the straps tore and came off. So I ordered the pair I'm now wearing from Amazon, and they are extremely uncomfortable, with nibs so long on the insoles that they hurt and make my feet ache. Being a diabetic, I can't risk the Crocs causing problems. I wondered about the Crocs, so I took them to an actual Croc store in Myrtle Beach, and the sales lady assured me that they were authentic, saying that it depends on what country the Crocs are made in as to how the nibs are on the insoles. She suggested sanding off the nibs with sandpaper, saying that is what her dad did. The Croc employee was so nice, helpful, and sweet, especially when I fell in the store. She only had one problem. Her name wasn't Amazon. I wish I had sent the shoes back for a swap out, but I didn't. I hoped the nibs would wear down. They haven't. In researching this particular order, I discovered the straps on the new Crocs are removable, so I'm going to look at removing them and placing them on my original pair of Crocs. Croc Corporate is trying to help me, and they have been extremely nice, just like Amazon employees with whom I have dealt. I guess I am just a balding, fat, southern old coot who is too set in his ways about what he likes or doesn't. I look at my wife of 35 years, and then at Amazon. If I was told I had to make a choice between the two, well, I just hope Amazon will be real understanding when I park my motorhome in their parking lot. Love the place. 1 star.
This is how Amazon imagine all their customers talk.
Yeah. They love us.
They love it.
They can't get enough. How'd they like the products? They didn't, but they love us.
It sounds like this reviewer is starting their first step into the world of Croc modification.
It's a wild world out there.
It is a long and slippery slope, you old coot.
Slippery because of the rubber bottoms on your Crocs.
Because the nibs of various qualities. And
you never know what you're going to
size.
get.
See, the Japanese, they like their nibs long and strong, okay? It's just a regional difference.
Bit of acupressure going on there.
And America, being the melting pot that it is, they just send whatever, Crocs from whatever which country. And it's up to us with our strong, American spirit. We can just bring that into the shop. Bring those Crocs into the shop. I'll sand down those nibs for you. I'll replace the what are they called?
The strap?
Lever, the strap over the top. We got some real nice, tasteful licorice straps here.
Whoa. It's going to be a nice contrast. It's like an accent strap for your Croc.
One of my favorite shows is Pimp My Crocs with Exhibit.
People do that, though. We can't even joke because people do that. They get those little charms. I believe the charms is what we call them.
Very popular Croc mod.
Very popular with the Disney crowd, getting all the little Disney characters on their feet.
Yep. You get all kinds of stuff. It's like, what better way to let a friend know about your personality, your hobbies, your likes, your interests? Out with ankle bracelets with charms and with Croc mods.
Yeah.
I got a little Woody and Buzz button on my Crocs.
Been meaning to talk to you about your bumper sticker collection. It's a little passé, don't you think?
Listen, I got a business where I can actually pour it over your bumper stickers into very tasteful, popular, stylish, modern croc mods.
Come on, walk with me. The problem is your car can only take you so far. You have to get out. With a croc, you're always in them, baby.
You can go swimming in a croc, all right? You can go diving. You can even tour the streets of Hawaii in a pair of these bad boys. That's the other thing I thought about this review.
Mm-hmm.
To me, traveling is about walking that fine line between letting yourself indulge in touristy notions. You know, I'm not too good to go on a boat tour of the Statue of Liberty and buy I Love New York tea. But I'm not going to wear that I Love New York tea the next day to a New York pizza place. You know, it's a very fine line. You gotta do as the Romans do. You gotta let yourself have a little fun when you're traveling. It's a constant struggle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're on the tightrope here.
One thing to absolutely, I think, out yourself as an awful tourist to all the locals is definitely to wear Crocs.
Yeah.
You know, you are instantly identifiable as what some might say a shoobie wearing those bad boys around.
An additional thing you might do to identify yourself as not a local but an annoying tourist is to comment ever so subtly, but again and again, how you're thinking about things are better than your wife.
Oh, yeah. Everything's got to be a, is this better or worse than my wife joke game.
You know, we're here on our honeymoon anniversary, but I think I'd rather stay in this bar. Better than my wife, you know what I mean?
Oh, my wife, my ex-wife, you know, they each gave me a croc, and now I wear both the balls and chains around my croc mods.
It's a good thing they're so comfortable.
I ain't even mad at boomers for hating their wives. Whatever, bro. Like, you do you. Not my life.
Strange place to talk about it, but yeah.
I am mad that they think hating your wife jokes are funny. That's really what's offensive to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not staring at them dead-eyed after they make a I hate my wife joke because I'm looking down on them for hating their wife. Maybe their wife sucks. I don't know. I wouldn't marry anyone who I think sucks, but maybe they're into that. I'm looking at them dead-eyed in the face because that joke wasn't funny. I'm not going to pity laugh your boomer joke. Dude, you better make a good boomer joke if you're going to make a boomer joke, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anything else to say about our friend here and their Crocs?
Nah.
Yeah, let's leave that one in the coffin. I have a review from Yelp. Love a good Yelp. This review is for Burger King in Las Vegas. This review is written by Anna T. They write, saying this place has horrible customer service is an understatement. The girl with multicolor long hair is obviously unhappy with her job. You have multiple employees walking around, and they see all you standing there, waiting to be acknowledged at the least. A nope. Then this girl with the multicolor on her hair happens to be making eye contact, and she's getting sauces for her drive-thru order and says, "Give me 1 minute." Finally comes out to take my order, but fuck damn, no smile, no greeting whatsoever. So sad to see how customer service has gone down the drain and is non-existent nowadays. And to top it off, asks what kind of sauce I want and throws it in my bag as she walks away. It's surprising to see these businesses still around. Never again. That was all caps with about 30 exclamation points there. 1 star.
Everything according to plan. Or should I say, everything according to plan? Because I think the multicolored hair girl in question is a plant from the Big Clown, a.k.a. Ronald.
Oh, Rondon himself.
Rondon McDondons, yes. He's like, hey, get in there and mess things up for them.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I got you, Ronnie.
And here, You will no longer be Rebecca. You will now be the girl with the multicolor long hair. Takes out a Burger King name tag with the girl with the multicolor long hair written on it.
That was like strange how again and again that's how she was referred to. Made me feel like I was watching Charlie Brown. Oh, the little red-haired girl.
That's exactly what it is. I was getting kind of a girl with the dragon tattoo over dramatic sort of vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, a Charlie Brown character name is actually, I think, right on the nose.
But she's got a bit of the dragon tattoo angst. She's not playing around here. This is life. This is Burger King. Also, I'm a McDonald's plant.
I mean, is that why Burger King suck? I get a lot of flack because I'm not a big Burger King guy, and I just kind of go with the Burger King in my town where I grew up. Just by law of averages, one of the fast food places has to be sort of dingy, the dingy one. And I think Burger King drew the short straw and has since, I just haven't vibed with it as much.
Yeah, I think I remember trying their fries ages ago and like, these fries taste weird. And I don't remember if that was prior to or after or during. They're like, it's Mr. Potato Head fries. These are just different fries, special fries. I don't know fries. But yeah, that's enough. Like, if your fries aren't good, you're not getting my money.
They had Mr. Potato Head promotion fries?
I think so. Hey, Google, Burger King, Mr. Potato Head fries. I see there's a YouTube 1997 Burger King new fries with Mr. Potato Head.
Wow.
Let's see if there's a Wikipedia or here's a New York Times article from 1997.
Well, what kind of alarms me about French fries made out of Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
Is that one, he has a soul. He has a family. That sort of bugs me. He's definitely of a higher intelligence than your average vegetable, right? But also that Mr. Potato Head hasn't been made out of potatoes since the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Harvesting little plastic men to make into French fries? People are going to get cancer. That's how you get cancer.
Okay.
Eating French fried plastic.
Yeah, that is how you die. It's uncomfortably. I have found a claymation commercial for Burger King fries. Mr. Potato Head skateboards down some stairs.
Sick.
Oh my god, it's kind of disturbing.
You sound exceedingly uncomfortable, and we've gone on uncomfortable places before. This is a podcast about the internet.
Yeah. It was a promotion for new fries and Mr. Potato Head toys at the same time.
Cross promo.
Yeah, man. I don't remember them being good before or after. Burger King is dead to me. The girl with the rainbow-colored hair is someone I want to fantasize about as a high school boy.
Oh, so you're picturing her as a very cool girl who just is too good for Burger King because...
High school Matt is like hanging out at Burger King even though he doesn't eat fast food just to catch a glimpse of her in the drive-thru window.
Yeah, just
asking for extra sauces when I don't even need it, just to spend a moment more.
You ask for the extra sauce because she's just gonna toss it away. Just gonna toss it in your bag without even looking at you.
Just like, toss me.
Yeah, you're telling me you want to be the Burger King lettuce to her, to her Burger King employee standing in Burger King lettuce.
Yes. Yes, because she tosses lettuce violently.
And when she stands into containers of Burger King lettuce and gets fired for posting it on social media.
I'm there defending her in the comments.
The girl with the multicolored hair.
How dare you?
Received injustice.
She is like every one of us, except better and more pure. She is like little Nell.
She would never pee in the pickles like your average Burger King employee. She sabotaged them in artful ways.
the way her shirt, her Burger King stacked color polo, is slightly untucked on one side, and she wears a belt and she's a lady, it makes me feel things.
Picture small Matt sweating in jeans and a collared shirt and a tie, holding a bouquet of flowers behind his back, sweating, waiting in the Burger King line.
Oh, where's my wallet? I've
got a coupon.
I love the way she rolls her eyes at me.
You've brought her an expired coupon just to spend a few more moments with her.
Yes. She has to like type it into the computer. This isn't working. I'm like, we can make it work.
I can't wait until I meet Mrs. Girl with the multicolored hair. Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too. I shouldn't say that.
We're gonna go get some Burger King.
Ooh, I'll get some fries.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to the as yet unnamed segment.
Drum roll.
Which I am temporarily calling Grab Bag, because it's featuring a lot of reviews for a single product. You know, I'm sure you run into this phenomena as well, Brent. You're like, I found a good one for this, I found a good one for this, I found a good one for this. Dang, I can't take 5 reviews of the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll dominate the episode.
Yeah, a lot of time it comes down to me to like, which
is the best?
Which is the best vibe? Which is the sort of vibe I think is a good show for the review? And that's a dangerous rabbit hole to go down. It's better just to gut react, but
yeah,
when that gut is rumbling at every review, it's hard to know what to do.
It's hard to narrow them down. You're like, well, I can save that one, but do you bring it back a week later, 2 weeks later? When? I don't know. Or now we've got this. We can just glob them together in a segment and enjoy. And for this inaugural edition, I have some Amazon reviews for Insane Labs with a Z. I Am God pre-workout. High-stim pre-workout powder loaded with creatine and DMAE bitartrate fueled by Ampberry, energy, focus, endurance, muscle growth, 25 servings, thou shalt not covet orange.
As gods ourselves, we genetically engineered a new berry just for this creatine powder.
Ampberry. And that name was a little bit long, and as a tease, I'll say I know some people who've created a term for Amazon names like that just load the product name. It's ingenious, and I wish I'd thought of it. They call them supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, or supercalifragi for short.
Supercalifragi titles.
Yeah, you know, we get so fed up, we're just like, it's a butt vase. It's a
Right.
vase that's shaped like a butt. I'm not going to read that awful 10-word long title.
Yeah, often if you don't have the picture of the product right next to it,
You wouldn't know what it is.
there's so much information being thrown at you, it's hard to figure out the key noun. So we just gotta say, hey, this is a hose.
Yeah. So, some cool people have said it's a supercalifragi of some workout powder. Now,
And who are those cool people?
Those people are the review queens who review that review. We'll talk a bit about them later, I think.
Keep that in your back pocket.
Yeah. Now, I said at the end of that supercalifragi, thou shalt not covet orange, because that is the specific flavor that I clicked on. Thou shalt not covet is the flavor, and then orange in parentheses is the actual descriptor. There are 4 flavors, and I will read them as follows. After thou shalt not covet orange, there is drink ye all of it. Do you have a guess on what actual flavor that is?
Grape?
It is.
Gluttony, in my mind, is sort of linked to wine. Wine is the most gluttonous drink, perhaps.
Yes. And following those two, we have apple and fruit punch.
Again, the copywriter who was coming up with those over-the-top words, he was a part of the Great Resignation. He sort of dipped.
I can't take it here anymore. Anyway, to the pile o reviews. Tracy titles their review, in all caps, I'm uncomfortably energetic. They write, I just use a half scoop in water and it gives me more than enough energy for working out. The taste isn't bad, just like Kool-Aid. 5 stars. They had the grape flavor. But
Okay.
I don't. You ever been uncomfortably energetic?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what did it?
It's just the other day. I was at the gas station. I usually get whatever sugar-free energy brand is on sale at Quick Trip at the time.
Uh-huh.
This time it was Monster, was 3 for $9, I want to say. And I was looking at them. I was looking at the sugar-frees, none of the flavors. As we've talked about before, I'm a real fun flavor chaser.
Yes, man.
I love a drink with a fun kooky flavor or a candy. And none of them were just really grabbing me at the time. So then I saw the Monster Juices.
God.
And as I played right into their hands and thought, juice? Healthy. I think I have a can right here of Pipeline Punch.
Some of that monster juice.
Some of that Monster Juice. Unleash the Beast. This Pipeline Punch, which was a delicious blend of passion fruit, orange, and guava.
Okay.
It has 46 grams of sugar in one liquid beverage.
Wow. Okay.
That's about 80% your daily recommended value in one drink.
That's a lot.
My brain was buzzing.
Okay. I guess I can picture times where I have been uncomfortably energetic. Usually like at 11:45 when I'm in bed trying to sleep.
Anytime you have energy and have to pee, both at high levels, I think you're definitely uncomfortably energetic.
Well, let's get to some more of these because there'll be even more discomforting mentions. Alexander Lewis titles his review Crazy and writes, the first time I took it, it felt like every other pre. But the second time and every time after, all of my pumps using this were absolutely juicy. 5 stars.
I mean, they're in on this joke, right?
I don't know. As I read these reviews, we call people freaks a lot, and I think I found a den of freaks.
Sure.
Because Bryce titles his review Laser Beams with a Z, which feels like he's in on the joke, but listen to what he writes. Gives you laser focus and a pretty good pump. I was disappointed when I didn't itch, though. 5 stars.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? I don't know. I think Jacob gives us a bit of a hint. Jacob titles his review, This still gives you a fat pump and makes you shake like hell. The taste is all right, still better than most. Makes you look like a drug addict with how much you'll shake. 10 out of 10, 5 stars.
Oh my god, dude.
Yes, these people are insane. Amazon customer just titles their review Powerful and writes, I should have listened to the lid when it told me to start by taking a half scoop. The first day I tried this pre-workout, I had to pull over on the way to the gym to take a shit at 7-Eleven. Then spent 30 more minutes blowing up LA Fitness locker room. Pretty sure I need a new colon, but definitely recommend. PR'd that day. 4 stars.
Every function of that man's body was working overtime as soon as he took a sip of this.
Yeah. And to cap off this pile of hot, festering freak garbage, we have a review from Matthew and Sarah Pabis. I'm going to say the last name is. Review titled, Review from a True Gym Rat for Gym Rats.
Ugh.
This review is not for non-lifters. This product is amazing and will be taken off the shelves within months, I'm sure. My experience, previously used Gym pre-workout, and that's Gym spelled J-Y-M, obviously. First, the caffeine hits you and you are wide awake. You just can't stop chatting. Niacin tingle hits your shoulders and arms. You can feel your molars. Your body gets cold and you can't feel if your muscles are straining, so you lift heavier, more. Your nose starts running. Your nose gets numb. Your eyelids go way back and you can taste colors. But curled 50 pounds over my precious Max. So recommend and would do again. 5 stars.
That's a great typo if it was. That's like a Freudian typo. That's what he meant. It's precious Max.
I don't know. You were reading my mind. I was like, did he mean previous? But it says precious, so it's precious Max. Oh yeah, man. Got a new precious Max today.
Nothing is more precious to me in my life than my Max. Specifically, my squat Max.
I crushed it today. There's a new Max in town. My Maxine.
The only lady for me is Maxine. Maxine weight, Maxine reps, baby.
The things that these people talk about, you're chatting, your teeth, you're scratching and itching and shaking.
You won't shut up, man. You're obnoxious. Everyone hates you. 10 out of 10.
It's good, man. You'll lift a lot. My body is moving without control.
It's okay. I took 2 scoops. It's like the spirit of weightlifting possessed me and needed to lift everything in sight.
And also needed to take a mad dump.
I took 2 sips of this after my first set of bench presses. My head started spinning around like The Exorcist, and I puked and shit all over the gym. Never got a better pump though.
Dude, I spewed like 4 liters. High score.
I got a new motto for pre-workout: 2 liters in, 4 liters out.
That's how you drop weight.
I was shitting rainbows, bro. I looked like Nyan Cat. My body turned into a Pop-Tart, and I just flew around the gym with fucking rainbows shooting out of every orifice.
And 45-pound dumbbells, you know.
And I upped my PR. After I turned into an actual kaiju and stamped out half the city. Definitely PR'd on a couple lifts, so deadlifts have never been better.
I think, unless you don't have any better idea, we could call this segment Precious Max, because we're maxing out how many reviews we bring, baby.
Absolutely. Getting the most value. Sure. Yeah, I'll immortalize this segment, this particular segment of this segment forever. I'm happy with that. The Max, cool. What is it?
Precious Max.
Our Precious Max, baby. Gotta hit our Precious Max reviews every week, and so if we're not picking it up, sometimes we gotta drop one of these in.
Gotta.
Well, until next time, Precious Max, I have a review.
Cool.
This review is from Amazon. It is for Banana Conventional, 1 each. It's a banana. Customer Rody8 writes, it's a banana, so... Well, it's a banana, so I'm assuming it was pretty good as far as banana goes. Amazon is asking me to rate this on freshness, flavor, and thickness. And the banana I ate was over 2 weeks ago. What would a thickness rating rubric look like? I did not rate that. It's odd. In any event, it was not memorable, which, to be honest, I guess is all you would want from a banana. A quick snack, high in potassium, lowish in calories, to tide you over until your next meal. So yes, Amazon, I gave this banana 5 stars, merely because I cannot remember if I ate it, or if it ripened on my counter, to the point where I had to mash it into banana bread, or just throw it out to the goats. Either way, I will likely be buying again 5 stars.
I just feel happy after that. I think it's the goats that really got me.
You got your
Yeah,
goat?
I got my goat. But picturing a goat, like, hearing the door open and raising its strange goat head with its strange goat eyes.
Its chameleon eyes looking in 7 directions.
Ugh, gross. But somehow, within my mind's eye, sensing joy in those horrifying eyes when a banana is thrown to them. Oh, that's awesome.
Just the look on the goat's face, almost like Ren and Stimpy era cartoon, like goes from disgusting, unbearable to look at, juvenile, terrifying, inhuman, to just an ear to ear Bugs Bunny smile. and bright shining lights coming out their eyes, big and shiny and glassy, in the matter of several frames as that banana flies through the air and bounces off their head.
Perfect. What is also perfect is the point that a good banana is a banana you don't remember. It's kind of like a stage manager, you know? If they're doing their job well, you don't even know they're there. But when something goes wrong, boy, that's memorable.
Maybe that's why, despite the conventional banana being 4.7 out of 5 on Amazon, as I was scrolling through, there's a lot of negative banana reviews.
Oh.
Most people didn't have anything to say. They just left the 5 and said that's enough.
Yeah, drop it.
Drop it. But the people that had bad bananas had a lot to say.
You can't blame the banana. I guess you can blame Amazon.
Absolutely, and we're making a living off of it. Do you have a review?
I have a review. A Google review for Montezuma Grill in Montezuma, Indiana. Ernest Wigglesworth writes, I greatly enjoyed their food. I did not care for the 4-letter word used by one of the waitstaff when they dropped something. 4 stars.
Well, here we are, having to figure out which 4-letter word that waiter used.
Yeah, there's a couple of high. Like if I were a betting man, I know where I'd be sliding most of my chips.
Right. The bomb of the F is the most likely culprit. It is both likely that someone would say it and likely that someone would be offended by it.
Or the bomb of the S.
The bomb of the S. Usually when I deal with the bomb of the S, it's more of a guttural situation. Maybe a creatine powder type situation.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean...
But I guess I have dropped an S-bomb of that caliber as well many times. There's one... I think there's only one that would actually offend me. And that is just because of the country I reside in, where it is, for some reason, king of the swears. You could even say queen.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably appropriate.
But yeah, someone dropping something and saying that word would just be unsettling.
I think it's kind of hilarious.
To me, that word is such a... The F-bomb is, you can, notoriously usable as any type of speech. As an exclamatory phrase, most definitely. Using the C word as anything but referring to someone in an insulting way, it's not as versatile. It's not. It's just kind of. It's not quite the standalone exclamatory phrase.
It's not as fluid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I hope so. I hope for comedy's sake that is the one.
Yeah, like it'd be grating to hear that. Like, what? What? Whatever it was, though. I mean, we've all been in restaurants where you hear the plates clatter, and it's like you're back in the classroom again, sort of looking around. Ooh. So to then hear whatever busboy go.
Make a Donald Duck noise.
Yeah, man. Yes. Let it out. We all heard it. Go.
Yeah, on one hand, I can understand if you're with your kids. On the other hand, how long are you going to shelter your kids from those words? You know,
Hey,
bringing them out in public, they might hear a couple S's, C's, and F's.
it's a known fact that at any establishment, there will be a girl with multicolored hair.
Right.
And she's bringing her attitude with her.
Uh-huh.
So if she drops a plate, there's two, and lets out a big old curse word, you just got to roll with it.
I might have talked about this on the show before, or maybe I've just told you about this.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to a small-ish school. You know, I grew up in a town of 10,000 people. I graduated with right around 100 people, which for a Chicago suburb boy like you sounds pretty abysmal. But, you know, our lunchroom, it's still got a seat 400 people. It's still a large auditorium-ish room, right?
Uh-huh.
Got a cool spaceship mural on the wall. We used to throw the pickles at the continents because it was the same color and see how long they could stick up there. But the other lunchroom tradition, not just shared by my weird boy table, this was shared by everybody, is when someone dropped their lunch tray, everyone would stop what they were doing and do the ooh. Aggressively. Every single person. So you hear a tray drop, it's not an awkward silence, it's not a couple oohs, it is a chorus of 400 voices going ooh. And one time it happened, as the tray fell out of her hands, she was already falling to the ground and putting her hands over her ears and going into a fetal position.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, she knew.
Out of embarrassment or because it would be so loud?
Out of embarrassment, definitely.
Oh.
As the tray slipped from her hands, she knew exactly what she would be greeted with as soon as it clanged against that cold tile.
Oh, that's awesome. I am guessing your elementary school lunchroom did not have a stoplight that monitored the sound levels, the volume levels.
Really?
Yeah. Green was good. If you were a little loud, it would flicker up to yellow. And if it went to red, that's 5 minutes off recess.
Did you go to elementary school in Brave New World?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know who else shares that kind of upbringing, but that was a thing. And I remember, I'll try and tell the story quickly, but Ted Shabacher was in my Cub Scout pack, and he was a little off, a little ADD, ADHD. I got along with him fine because I'm not a savage. Dominic Borelli, on the other hand, particularly elementary school Dominic Borelli, was a bit of a savage. Not so much a savage as Chris Tate, who ran around our scout meeting in a little vest and a toy bow and arrow, but Borelli was a savage. And so when Ted scrunched down the wrapper on his straw, you know how you do that?
Oh, yeah.
And Ted was playing with it, white worm, like just like inchworming it. And those are cool. You drop water on it and it expands. Fun stuff. Dominic took Ted's white worm. He said, let me show you something. And he ripped it in half. And Ted yells, "Stop!" And I look up at the light, and that thing goes bing, bing, bing. Oh, Ted set it off by himself.
I'm sure the lunchtime monitors, whatever you called them at your school, saw that light and like a drag racer turned on the gas and zoomed right over to him.
Yeah, that's 5 minutes off of recess for everyone. Oh, awful.
Ouch.
You're on the wall. The wall. You had to stand against the wall. You didn't get recess. God, that was awful.
my elementary school, be quiet in the lunchroom technique, I'm now remembering, is the principal would dismiss your lunch table to go to recess when you were quiet. So the technique at the boys' table, I don't remember which grade exactly, was definitely to eat and have fun. And as soon as someone realized that everyone had finished eating, everyone would give a sort of a nod, like a hey, and just literally stop talking and just stare at the principal, wait to go to recess. But the review party faithful might be staring at us.
Yeah,
like, hey,
we're trying for their recess.
Time for their little recess plugs. Time for their thank you praise. Thank you, reviewparty.com listener, for being so lovely and making it to the end of episode 101. Glad to have you here. You might like to know we have new episodes of this little podcast every Tuesday. That's right. You might say hashtag Tuesday Reviews Day. Mm-hmm. If you'd like to send us an absurd review to muse over, please send us an email with a hyperlink or a screenshot of that review to reviewparty.com@gmail.com and include your name so we can throw you credit.
If you want to reach out to us on social media and say, hey, what's up, boys? You can totally do that. It's kosher. It is not against the law. And that can happen if you go on Instagram or TikTok @reviewparty.com or Twitter @reviewpartypod. Or you can go on reviewparty.com, find all the episodes, the streaming platforms, the blog where there are lots of things about reviews written every week. And you can also sign up for the After Party Review newsletter. Be in the know. Check out the shop too if you're feeling freaky.
I'm feeling freaky, so I'm gonna freak out to Bread for Breakfast by the Nosebleeds. You've heard it throughout the episode. It's our theme song that the lovely Nosebleeds were kind enough to let us use. If you want to hear more of their awesome music, check them out on Spotify. And Nosebleeds, just one word, you dictionary-less bastards.
Now, before you close us off with a final review,
sure,
we have a review of ourselves that we can read.
Yes.
This is a review on Apple Podcasts for us, reviewparty.com, titled Love, Brent, and Matt. The only thing I love more than online reviews is Brent and Matt. Lots of exclamation points. Funny guys, hilarious finds, and always full of laughs. 5 stars. That comes to us from Trey of the fabulous duo Trey and Chelsea of the fabulous duo also known as the Review Queens.
I was going to say the Review Queens themselves have graced us.
These Review Queens, who you maybe haven't heard of, host a show called Review That Review. What's that? Another show that reviews reviews? Yes.
I thought we were the only podcast on the internet that reviews reviews.
It was only us, but apparently there are others out there.
I've been saying at the beginning of every episode and trying to will it to be true.
Well,
and I still will, but I think at this point we need to admit to everybody, they got their own thing going on.
They got their own thing going on.
Just as magical.
It is. But if you enjoy our show, you will love their show as well. It's certainly a different take. And the best metaphor I can give for it is they're from New York. So their show is like you're on the top deck of a tour bus. And it's very organized and there's production value. And you're being shown all these things and there's fancy sounds. And you're having such a great time being a part of it. And our show is like riding on a golf cart around a town in Wisconsin while we're like whipping back and forth, pointing at places where we skinned our knees and kissed girls and stuff.
Oh, hey, that's Ricky. That's the town hobo. What's up, Ricky?
But seriously, their show, if you think we get on tangents a lot or we don't have format, you'll really enjoy them because they have great format. They play little games. Or if you're in the mood for a different flavor.
Tired of Oreos and want some Chips Ahoy.
Check them out, by all means. Anywhere you find podcasts like our own, you can find theirs. Just search Review That Review or Review Queens. They're good people, and they have fun just like we do.
Yeah, go check them out, my friends. They're awesome. And thank you very much for the kind review, who y'all been slacking on lately, all right? I want to see those iTunes reviews fucking getting printed out like like an I don't even know, like flyers,
like from an adding machine.
Yes, that's speaking of a machine, I have a final review here. This one was submitted by the lovely Tatiana Bailey. Thank you very much. This review is from Steam for the game Cuckold Simulator: Life as a Beta Male Cuck.
Oh, God.
Just to read the description quickly for fun. Cuckold Simulator, the exciting new game where you play as a cuckold, that is his name, in his day-to-day life. Work hard, give all your money to the bull, and be verbally abused by your wife. Madness of Many writes, my wife's boyfriend won't let me buy it. He says we have the real thing at home. Not recommended.
I love Steam reviews, man. Also, is your wife's hair multicolored? Ooh.